Hi guys, welcome back. And today I'm at a place called Githogoro, which is an informal settlement found within the Runda area. This informal settlement is where most of the residents in Runda usually draw their labor from. So guys, come with me as I showcase how this informal settlement is usually laid out. Like I indicated in my earlier videos, most informal settlement usually set up or are set up near a place where there's a rich neighborhood, maybe for the purposes of getting what you'd call some kind of profit in terms of service delivery. So because you'll find that most rich neighborhoods must have an informal settlement that is neighboring or within a very, very short distance from their residence. So let's just use this road and see where it takes us. You can see there's a very, very poor sanitation. Yeah, because most of this water usually spews out from a sewer. And because this informal settlement mostly is near a place called Runda, it means that most of the residents will actually go into those rich houses to go and make some money to earn a living. So that's how it usually is. Hi, my brother.
Hi, Mr.
I'm good. I don't want to put you on my on my content without permission. How are you doing? How is the school?
We are doing good.
I
look for you.
What is the population by now?
We are 278.
278.
We are almost hitting 300.
You guys have done well, man. You guys have done well. I saw you improved the infrastructure in that place.
I lost your contact. Kindly give it to me. I will allow our talk later.
Okay, 0741 9077.
It's okay.
Just save Douglas, eh?
Okay.
I was there earlier, but I didn't find you. We'll talk.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job, bro.
Thank you so much.
Karibu. That is one a guy that I know who is a director of a school within this informal settlement. He has done very, very well, having sprung it from maybe about 4 learners, but now just going to 217. That is quite impressive. So we'll find that most of these informal settlements that are found in places like Runda, they're actually moving from those what you call shanties into making apartments or expensive apartment blocks. Like maybe if we cross this road actually takes you to a place called Ruaka. Well, this informal settlement is usually found in 2 parts, just separated by 1 road. So there's Runda on that side, and informal settlements are reached in the middle, and then on the other side, again there's Runda estate that starts from just a strong throw away from the informal settlement. So once we've crossed this road, I'll be able to showcase for you on the other side of the informal settlement, because this is just one part, but the second part that will be separated by the road is well found on the other side. So if you want to know that these places are usually densely populated, just make it through to an informal settlement like this one in the evening or in the morning, because by now most residents have already gone out there to go and look for bread. Some of them working in the Juakali sector, but a big population, especially the ladies, just doing what we call domestic chores in most of these houses in Runda. So this is how Githogoro usually looks like. An informal settlement that has started to improve, and just trying again to put in place apartment blocks and moving away from the shanties that are always the hallmark of most informal settlements. Very hard-working guys in the informal settlement. They usually set up shop and you literally find business activity thriving within the neighborhood. People going about their business, setting up shops, small hardwares, eateries. So there's an element of hard work that is usually put in. So you have so many business establishments within the informal settlement. So you can see that even though the apartment blocks are not well built, but we'll find that there's an improvement from the shanties into apartment blocks, you can call them that, or flats. I just say flats. You can see right now there's a big supermarket over here. And on this road, just an improvement, because flats are very, very quickly taking up the shanties or the spaces where shanties have been set up. Hi. So that's how it's going down. This is a place called Githogoro, which is found, an informal settlement found in the Runda area. But I want you to see and look at the place. It's actually changing from the usual structures that are found in the informal settlement into a place where flats are quickly taking shape. Maybe most of this can be attributed to being at close proximity to an area called Runda. So maybe that is why you'll find that some good houses or good accommodation starting to take shape within such an informal dwelling. So like I was telling you, most of guys who live in a informal settlement are very, very hardworking, very enterprising, because you'll find that they set up shop, just within the estate. So you find that somebody lives within that informal settlement, works within that informal settlement, you know, providing so many service areas where the other residents can be able to, you know, draw their service or get some kind of service, like provision stores, you know, small kiosks where they sell groceries, you know, the African sausage, which is called mutura. Very, very nice meat. And you come to Nairobi, Kenya, you should try out the African sausage, which is called mutura. And this is how it is. This is how it usually is on a normal day or on a weekday. This place called Githogoro. But if you come here during the weekend or in the evening, it is completely jammed. Walking on this road is not easy. It's not easy at all. This is one of the schools in this area. It's called Green Life Schools. One of the best schools where parents pay a little bit of money, which is higher than most schools in this informal settlement. So if you look at this place, you can see that there are huge apartment blocks that are being built. Okay, huge apartment blocks. So you can see the thin line that is drawn between Runda and this informal settlement. It is usually or actually sandwiched between Runda. Because if you go to the other side, you'll find out that you again find yourself in Runda. So guys, this is Githogoro, which is an informal settlement that is sandwiched between Runda. This is where most of the residents in Runda profit in terms of service delivery from some of the residents in this area, because most of them are highly skilled. Okay, because you find that all the buildings that are built in Nairobi, Kenya usually draw a lot of manpower, expertise from these informal settlements. I know most people like to frown upon the informal settlement, but you just have to, you know, visit some of these areas to understand that is not a basket case. Okay? If you visit the informal settlement, you will first very, very quickly realize that most residents in this area are very bright, very skilled, talented, and it's just that maybe they do not have an opportunity to, you know, just to put themselves out there. That's how it usually goes down. Most of them are usually taken advantage of, ripped off, maybe sometimes. But that's how it happens. That's how it goes down. I know cases of some rich folks in the rich or those rich neighborhoods just taking advantage of the female workers, maybe sexually, which would be sexual molestation. But most of these cases are not actually reported because of fear of reprisal, losing a livelihood. And again, at every given time when you go head to head with a person with money or some rich folks, you find yourself in a lot of trouble. So guys, as you start walking on this stretch of the tarmac, is when you start to realize that maybe the equation is starting to change. You know, on that side, the informal settlement, but again now, Runda, just eating into the informal settlement. Because again, as you advance from this area, you start to go straight into Runda. So right now, it's very comfortable or very easy to state the fact that Githogoro, an informal settlement, is sandwiched between Runda so all of this area is Runda. This is one of the most expensive schools that are way out of reach of the guys in the informal settlement. It is called the Regis Runda Academy. This school is way out of reach of these guys who live in the informal settlement. You can see on the other side, they've started building what you'd call townhouses or mansions, which means the whole lot of this coffee farm will go down an apartment or not actually per se apartment blocks, because this area is usually controlled. They are starting to build. If maybe I can just take us there so that we can see how it's going down. Coffee was one of the plants that brought Kenya a lot of foreign income, but most residents are opting to go commercial in terms of building houses and selling land, because the whole tract of this tract of this land is owned by an individual. What they've decided, because coffee is not bringing in the money that they would earn a living from, they've elected, you know, just to sell off parts of this coffee farm to earn money, you know, because coffee is not bringing in any money anymore. Look at, for example, this one over here. It's unkept. You even have some termites that have set up house, you know, just eating it up. You can see that. You can look at that. So the coffee industry, it's on its deathbed. You cannot either quantify whether it's on life support or high dependency unit. You cannot only say, okay, with a complete straight face, that the coffee industry in Kenya is completely gone. Look at that, with just infesting the whole coffee plantation. So the owners of these plantations have decided that maybe enough is enough. Let's just sell off the land so that people can start constructing what you call townhouses. So it means that the whole lot of this, again, is Runda, because if you use this particular road, you'll find yourself at a place called Kasarini, which is again inside Runda. Okay, so that's how it is. For those of you who would want to maybe get land where they can build their dream homes, maybe you can come and, you know, find if you can find land in an area like this one, a very good area that the landscape will change within a very short time, because there are so many of these townhouses that are being built within the area. I don't know whether I can move a bit closer just to show you, to make you understand. Okay, so there's still a lot of land in Kenya that is undeveloped, because the coffee farms are going down, you know. The coffee farms are going down, and there are huge trucks of coffee land. Look at that one. It goes to about touching on Kiambu Road on the other side, and actually going up to near that place called Ruaka on the other side. We would put it roughly at maybe 150 acres of land. But the coffee nonetheless just going down. sometimes when the support system dies, then what can you do? You know, you always move to the next available project. So that's what I'm talking to you guys. You can see huge mansion like that one is a very, very huge mansion that is being built in this area that has been a coffee farm. Just continue to use this route or this path and see where it takes us. Is it an end to nowhere? We can take our chances. And as usual, you'll never know what is inside these grasses. It could be an animal, just waiting to pounce. Maybe a snake, something like that. So guys, this is how it is. You can see mansions or townhouses are slowly taking up the coffee plantation because of lack of what you call a support system. Guys, now you can see that is a Runda proper. Okay, with the townhouses just taking shape. Think a little bit of water will not do us a lot of harm. Oh my God. So once you jump to this other side, you find yourself in Runda. So that's how it's looking like, guys. A lot of land still remains undeveloped. Yeah, because if the coffee farms are going down, then townhouses will take shape. And the coffee farmers, because they're not profiting from that enterprise, they just decide that enough is enough. How you doing, bro? You're good? Yeah, so you find that you cannot wait in vain for systems to start functioning or working again. All these coffee farms, they'll be going down. We will not have any coffee to export abroad at this rate. Because once there's a system breakdown, then what can you do, You must earn a livelihood as a coffee farmer. And right now, okay, because the build industry is very, very lucrative. Yeah, you just throw yourself in there with the dogs and to hell with the coffee, because it ain't bringing in a dime, And again, what would be the use of having 100 acres of a coffee farm? It's not bringing you anything, not putting bread on the table. So guys, I think we'll halt our video from this point, and as usual, we'll ask, okay, very, very kindly, for those who haven't subscribed, to do so. Don't just watch the video and leave it here. Support this community so that we can make it a very, very strong community that will be able to highlight some of these. That's a very, very expensive school. It's called Brookhouse School, the one that is in Runda, because we know they have so many branches all over the country in most rich neighborhoods. So as I was saying, for those who have already subscribed, we would like to thank you most sincerely and to ask you to continue watching our videos, liking, commenting and sharing. We'll see you on the next one.